And Tucker for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team, performance from this unit, and to this point, they've delivered.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that to 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have run or pass is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, D.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Be ready. Here we go. 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go. 37.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mike 36.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
We got 4. No, we changed it. Mike 5. Mike 5. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 5. Mike 5. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Motion. Motion. Mike 5. 180. Go, D. Finish it. 180. Finish it.
Jackson will throw again. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Come. Hey, alert 3. Hey, middle. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike, 36. Mike. 13. Not today, you are. Not today.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, 36. Watch the run. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Check nickel. Check. Kill.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give to Drake running left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong. because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike, 36. Mike.
On second down and 4, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 26 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In motion, the tight end. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Darren Waller. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 8 yards to go on second down. Here's Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got one. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Watch the run. Watch 36 to Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. You ain't doing nothing today.
On third down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Throwing is Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
You at X. You at X. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 36. Mike. 36.
To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
36 to Mike.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Rolling to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this.
And now here is another interception. picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Carr got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Here we go, here we go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Game situation, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a good job there about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Now Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We change it. 36. Target. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here we go.
Jackson.
Mike, 36. Hey, watch the slip.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 72 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a 1st down coming up. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Carr to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 56 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They go play action with Jackson. And he floated one out there incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
36. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come on, boy.
I'm changing.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. You must be dreaming.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
There we go. 37's the Mike. You. All day, baby. All day. All day. All day.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, he stays up. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action. Now Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Wanna quit? Let go. Mike 37. Here it comes. Tight dog.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 36 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Now Jackson. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.